Tonight, after a wild back and forth in a state Supreme Court ruling, Wisconsin's election will go on as planned Tuesday. We're unpacking a crazy day in the Badger State.
And life on the front lines. We're hearing from a nurse with Northland ties who's dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic head-on in one of the nation's hardest hit areas. And later, Spreading Hope will tell you how a national trend hitting home aims to shed light on the positive things during the coronavirus outbreak.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. A hectic day for those in Wisconsin as the primary election has gone from being called off to being called back on.
Earlier this afternoon, Wisconsin's Governor Tony Evers signed an order that would push back the primary election until June 9th. But that order was later overturned by the state Supreme Court, and now the primary will happen tomorrow. CBS 3's John Cardinelli has more from Superior.
I'm here at the Government Services Center, one of the polling locations that will be open tomorrow, and voters should expect things to be running smoothly as city clerks across the state of Wisconsin today have been preparing as if an election will be happening tomorrow. The state Supreme Court decision came down just after 5 o'clock. The Republican-controlled court ruled 4-2 tonight that Evers, who's a Democrat, does not have the authority to move the election. Tonight, the Wisconsin Election Commission met and discussed their thoughts on what happened and how polls will operate tomorrow. 2,700 members of the Wisconsin National Guard will help at the polls as a shortage of poll workers is a concern as volunteers were pulling out weeks before the planned election. Ballots will need to be dropped off tomorrow or else they will not be counted. Voters who show up to the polls are encouraged to practice social distancing.
Practice hand hygiene before voting and after voting both. And be patient and considerate of others in the polling place.
For those voting in Superior tomorrow, Mayor Jim Payne said that the city is still prepared to operate.
I don't think any of us really expected the governor's order to stand. I think all day we expected the Supreme Court to overrule that. We've always known that the legislature generally has the power to set the election date. The governor has already asked them to move it. They've already said no. So we were prepared to have an election, and we never wavered from that.
The United States Supreme Court also got involved. They blocked the plan to extend absentee voting in the primary by 6 days because of the coronavirus. While it was a crazy day, local election officials say it is now more important than ever to go get your vote out, especially in times of need like the one we are in now.
All right, thanks, John. Let's check in on the weather. Caitlin got after a nice day, some clouds moving in now, huh?
Yeah, and then a little bit of rain to start Tuesday, but another nice day is on tap for Tuesday afternoon. Okay. So taking a look at the Doppler and satellite, from afar you can kind of see there is that system off to our west, just south of Fargo, and there are other few cells in that system that are producing those thunderstorms. So that's going to be the area as it moves into western Minnesota to kind of keep an eye out on tonight. In our region closer in, you'll see a few scattered showers up in the Minnesota Arrowhead. But right now, we're not going to see those rain showers move in until those early morning hours on Tuesday. Temperature is still very mild across the region. 41 in Duluth, 48 over in Grand Rapids, and 50 still south of Duluth. So those warm temps are providing that instability for some rain showers, and I'll talk more detail on the nice weather to come following coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Caitlin. Dear family and friends of St. Anne's, please be aware our building is on full quarantine. That message tonight from officials at an assisted living facility in Duluth, where one resident has tested positive for COVID-19. CBS 3's Jesse Slater shows us how staff at St. Anne's is taking quick action to stop any potential spread of the coronavirus.
One resident at St. Anne's Residence for Senior Citizens had an unexpected outcome while visiting a doctor on Friday.
Resident that went to the hospital for unrelated reasons to COVID-19. While at the hospital, that person tested positive.
140 senior citizens live at the center. Any one of them, their visitors or staff, could have been exposed.
How we got here, we don't know, but the fact is that, someone did have it while in this building, so you have to treat the building like it's contaminated.
Now the building is under quarantine to protect the vulnerable population from the spread of the virus.
People entering and leaving our staff and, primary vendors for food and linens and that sort of thing.
Employees working closely with the Essentia Infectious Control Team to access necessary supplies.
Personal protective equipment, better face masks, better face shields and gowns as needed.
All employees and residents now being asked to wear face masks and go through a screening process.
This is a vulnerable population, so for us it doesn't matter if it's the normal flu season or, an event like this.
Employees strongly encouraging all residents to follow the stay-at-home order to keep themselves and their neighbors safe.
We are doing everything we can to work with the infection control team to make sure that everyone is healthy and well and that they have what they need, through this quarantine.
At this time, we don't know the condition or age of the patient. So far, we have not heard of any other possible cases in the facility.
New at 10, a Superior native is on the front lines of the COVID-19 battle in New York, where the state has now surpassed 130,000 cases. Dr. Angela Cirilli works in the emergency room at St. John's Riverside Hospital in Yonkers, just north of Manhattan. She describes the situation there as complete madness. In addition to the overwhelming number of patients they're treating, Dr. Cirilli says they're faced with a shortage of equipment.
Although we were trained for this in my training, I never expected to see it. We're doing everything we can. We have definitely been running short on PPE, ventilators, equipment such as central lines, sterilizing things such as bleach wipes, general hospital wipes. Everything has run low.
Despite the hardships, Dr. Cirilli says the community is stepping up to help. Just this week, she and her colleagues received a donation of masks from a nursing student. Dr. Cirilli grew up near Central Park in Superior and graduated from Superior Senior High School. Her parents still live in town.
COVID-19 concerns are prompting Isle Royale National Park to hold off on opening to visitors for at least 2 months. Park officials saying today they will delay the opening that was set for April 16th until June 15th. During the delay, Isle Royale and its surrounding islands will be closed to all visitors. The park said the health and safety of visitors, employees, volunteers is their #1 priority. The Hermantown City Council passed an emergency declaration tonight. According to city reps, it allows them to continue holding meetings without allowing the public to attend in person, following social distancing guidelines. It also brings the city in line with Governor Tim Walz's declaration last week.
The University of Wisconsin-Superior has moved all its summer classes online. UWS leaders say the decision to protect students' and staff members' health will impact 24 classes. At this point, they haven't made any changes to their fall 2020 courses. Meanwhile, a similar announcement from University of Minnesota officials today. All campuses will be teaching summer classes through alternative methods. The announcement also includes UMD. The decision was made in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. UMD officials will communicate with students and faculty about specific summer plans sometime this week.
As the number of coronavirus cases in Michigan grew by about 1,500 today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer provided several updates on how the state is responding. The Democratic governor gave an update on statewide COVID-19 cases today and elaborated on their current status of unemployment. Whitmer says the high volume of filings for unemployment outpaces the toughest week during the Great Recession and is nothing like the state has ever seen.
The week of March 22nd through 28th, it was 300,000 new claims. These numbers are staggering, and they will continue to climb. We've had almost as many people in one day file for unemployment as any of the longest week of the Great Recession.
Governor Whitmer also stressed the number of cases in southeast Michigan is overwhelming hospitals and the need for personal protective equipment is still high. She says FEMA is doing everything they can to help out.
Let's take a look at the number of cases around our region. Michigan now has more than 17,000 cases with about 700 deaths. Minnesota is just shy of 1,000 with 30 deaths. Wisconsin has roughly 2,500 cases with 77 deaths. Worldwide, there are now 1.3 million cases and 278,000 recoveries.
New at 10, Visit Duluth launched a virtual tour of the city today. It's called the 360 Summer Tour. You can check out panoramic views of the city from Canal Park, the Lincoln Park Craft District, and Park Point. You can find a link on our website.
Third and final phase of the Superior Street construction project is now underway. That means the stretch of Superior Street from Lake Avenue to 3rd Avenue West in downtown Duluth is closed. That includes the Lake Avenue and Superior Street intersection. City leaders say they hope to have that intersection back open by late July. The rest of the project should be finished by October. The project involves repaving and redoing utilities underneath Superior Street. And across the bridge, another major construction project started in Superior today. Crews are repaving a section of Highway 53 that's also known as East 2nd Street. Traffic in that area will be down to 1 lane, and the speed limit has been reduced to 25 miles per hour. The first phase of work will be finished in October. Phase 2 will begin next year.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, how a simple message and a few lights will spread a lot of hope across the Northland.
And later, students step up to take on COVID-19, how a Minnesota school is using high-tech solutions to help solve the face shield shortage.
And it was another beautiful day across the Northland. Highs hit near 50 degrees here in the Twin Ports and tracking some rain. Thunderstorms headed for Minnesota. Those details coming up next.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS 3.
Healthy Systems USA Spring Sale is going on now. Get a free bottle of Healthy Start Spray and lose 30 to 50 pounds in just 2 months with purchase of 1-month program. It's like getting 2 months for the price of 1. Use code FREESPRAY online today. Limited supply.
You gotta feel it to believe it. Get Extreme Internet starting at $19.99 a month for 1 year. With fantastic speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Dynamic streaming video, so real you can feel it. Amplified in-home Wi-Fi and all the power you need to power it all. Get Extreme Internet starting at $19.99 a month for 1 year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Shop online at NorthwestOutlet.com. The North Face, Columbia, Under Armour, and Keen will allow Northwest Outlet to sell their spring and summer lines up to 25% off. Normally, this doesn't happen till August. Shop and save now. Up to 25% off at NorthwestOutlet.com.
Shopping for a new kitchen at Skips has never been better. Take home your dream kitchen today with Skips' new Glenwood and White cabinets. Enjoy freedom and flexibility with your own movable island today. You can rely on Skips for quality and durability at affordable prices. Stop by with your measurements and see how you can take home beautifully painted or stained cabinets today at a truly affordable price. Visit us online at skipshomecenter.com or stop in to see our showroom at 4728 Rice Lake Road, Duluth.
Black Bear Casino Resort is sending you a big social distance bear hug. We have a lot of memories together, and we look forward to making more in the future when we're able to reopen. Check out blackbearcasinoresort.com and our Facebook page for updates. We are all in this together.
Healthy Systems USA Spring Sale is going on now. Get a free bottle of Healthy Start Spray and lose 30 to 50 pounds in just 2 months with purchase of 1-month program. It's like getting 2 months for the price of 1. Use code FREESPRAY online today. Limited supply.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS 3 Duluth. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
I am tracking some rain showers as they are headed into western Minnesota, some of which are capable of producing a few thunderstorms as well. So taking it full screen here, I'll show you here on the Doppler and satellite. Those storms that are moving in just south of Fargo will start to produce a widespread, more so of scattered showers across the region. You'll notice some of these cells indicating those yellows and even some pinks and purples are those stronger storm cells. And that is the area that's in that marginal risk for the SPC. So these areas south of Brainerd could hear a few rumbles of thunder later this evening. As it makes its way towards Duluth, though, we won't see that rain shower kind of until the early morning hours on Tuesday. So we're still under those cloudy skies, and Temperatures are still rather mild throughout much of the state. 52 down in the Twin Cities, 41 here in the Twin Ports, 52 in Hayward, and 47 in Rhinelander. So this warmth and this heat is providing quite a bit of instability, and that is why they are in that marginal risk for some thunderstorms in the next couple of hours. But that system isn't going to hang around too long. So as this warm front moves through the region, that is providing all that warm air as well as those rain showers. So we will see some thunderstorms possible in the early morning hours on Tuesday, but by Tuesday afternoon, we're going to be seeing clearing skies from west to east. Sunshine will return in pretty much for most of the area, and temperatures rise back up into the 60s and even some 50s for us here in the Twin Ports. So another milder day on tap, and then the mild temps continue into Wednesday before the cold front passes through. So as that cold front begins to move through, we will see temps rise to the mid-40s, but we'll see a 20% chance of a wintry mix and some scattered showers off and on through the afternoon Wednesday before things cool off just a few degrees come Thursday. So time now for you here on the Futurecast. 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, you'll see these areas in Bemidji with those yellows and the darker greens just indicating some heavier rain showers, and a few thunderstorms can't be ruled out either. Tuesday, 6 o'clock, heavier rain showers arrive in the Twin Ports and then continue into northern Wisconsin by the afternoon. Skies begin to clear and we'll see sunshine and temps warm back up into the 60s to the south, areas to the 50s here in Duluth. Temperatures remain mild Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Clouds increase yet again ahead of our next system, and that's when we see that next chance, just a slight chance through Wednesday to see some scattered flurries and showers. So the dog walking forecast for tomorrow isn't going to be too good for tomorrow morning. 8 o'clock through about noon, we are going to be expecting some light rain showers and just some cloudy skies. But by noon and then on, back, we're going to be seeing clearing skies, temperatures rising back up into those 40s and 50s. So it's a great day to get out and enjoy some fresh air again and take your dog on a walk. So Tuesday, 53 degrees, 80% chance of those thunderstorms tomorrow morning, but they're not going to last all day. So by noon, the sunshine will return. Wednesday, another milder day and above average as well. And then Thursday, we do cool off. And we end the work week and then headed into Easter. Pretty nice weekend on tap.
That's how I like to end the week. Sunshine for the weekend, you know, when you get to be outside and have a little fun.
Exactly.
So, all right. Thanks, Caitlin.
You're welcome.
It's a movement that's spreading across the country. CBS3's Ryan Campos shows us how a Northland community has joined the Be the Light movement to shine some positivity during these dark days.
Obviously, when it got canceled, it was tough.
Nolan Ruprecht had high hopes his senior year on the field would be a big home run. But just like thousands of athletes all across the country, Ruprecht is coming to terms with his season ending before it began.
Being my senior season and having a good season as a team last year, so we were all excited to get on the field, and when this happened, it was a big bummer and a big blow to the team.
But with these troubling times for many, schools across the country have found new ways to offer help and support during this pandemic.
A lot of folks have kind of seen it developing in social media about different schools and different communities really coming together to do different, small, meaningful gestures to make sure that people know that there's care and support out there.
In comes the movement Be the Light, which has communities like Hermantown, Mountain Iron Buell, and Grand Rapids offering solidarity by turning on the lights. Fickner Field in Hermantown is being lit for about 20 minutes and 20 seconds.
In small-sized communities, these gestures, I think, can really, really resonate and help remind people that, you know, it only takes a few small motions to be able to make, you know, a great light shine for folks during tough times. You can make a really, really big difference in a small community with a really small, really important gesture like this.
Their goal is to offer a symbol of hope and assurance not only to the athletes who had their seasons cut short or canceled altogether, but the entire Hermantown community that the city won't stay dark for long.
Everyone was excited, so yeah, it's tough for everyone that's a part of a senior or a spring sport. But yeah, it's the support is feels good.
Every Monday until the end of May, Fickner Field in Hermantown will be lit, and once the lights go on, Hermantown city leaders stress that you should stay in your car and practice social distancing so the community can remain as healthy as possible.
Still to come, students who thrive in STEM studies are taking on a new kind of problem, the lack of face shields. We'll show you what they're working on after the break.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Take control of your time by signing up for Minnesota Power's My Account to get instant access, free online payments, track energy use, and more. Tap, pay, done. Register today at mnpower.com. Minnesota Power, we're moving energy forward.
Through all the world events since 1936, Culligan Water has continued to provide better, safer water with our filtration systems for homes and businesses. These days, as a designated essential business, Culligan's water professionals are standing by, ready to help.
Here are some quick tips for a safer shopping experience. Though reusable bags are great for the environment, they can be a carrier for bacteria. Before shopping, please wash all bags. Try to keep 6 feet or 2 shopping carts of distance between you and other shoppers. Plan ahead so your trip can be quick and efficient. Though cash is accepted at most businesses, cash can transfer bacteria. When possible, try to use cards to lessen the risk of spreading illness. With your help, we can keep our neighbors healthy and workers safe.
Hi, my name is Kennedy, and I'm into social work. I graduated from Duluth East High School, and it's really nice to know that you have a local, affordable 2-year school to go to, especially if you don't know what you want to do. It's a great place to start out. Go to Lake Superior College.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Sparta. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
CBS3 is going live at 5, focusing on bringing you hyper-local news and weather. Getting the stories that impact your community the most, right down to your neighborhood.
130-year-old.
We're live outside the Husky Refinery.
The city of Duluth is getting a new hockey rink.
A new convention center is coming to Virginia.
Special Inn here in Finland welcomes the mushers from...
CBS3, live at 5.
Minnesota Power's mobile app puts the power at your fingertips and lets you take My Account with you wherever you go. Pay your bill, make account changes, track your energy use, and get power outage information anytime, anywhere. Minnesota Power, we're moving energy forward.
The 2020 Yamaha XTR editions at RJ Sport and Cycle.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTCO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
#1 for the most new country.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Its reputation is among the top engineering and math programs in Minnesota high schools. St. Thomas Academy's Innovation Center helps students solve problems with high-tech solutions. One of the biggest problems is this serious shortage of medical face shields. As Bill Hudson explains, the school's Innovation Lab is answering the call.
The way this works is if you pull this up.
On a normal school day, Mark Westlake would be helping students innovate and invent instead of walking into an empty classroom shuttered by a pandemic.
It didn't take very long for us to see that there was a need.
A critical one of personal protective equipment for medical workers. That's when Westlake put his St. Thomas Academy 3D printers to work, building face shields for local hospitals, clinics, and nursing homes.
We knew we could make a difference if we could get more people involved. And so from the very beginning, we said, let's crowdsource this. We know that there are 3D printers out there that are doing the same things that ours were doing, sitting dormant.
Westlake tapped into a network of colleagues and students with printers all across the country. Each day, he'll check a bin outside the school, where he's pleasantly surprised to find batches of newly printed shields.
There's 100 and some here.
This grassroots effort is growing, filling the gap until the medical device suppliers can catch up.
I think that we're well over 2,000, probably 3,000 shields that have already been distributed.
And in the hands of medical professionals on the front lines, a grassroots effort that's lowering risk and saving lives.
It gives people a way to fight back.
and perhaps the greatest lesson this engineering teacher's ever taught.
Coming up in sports, the NFL draft is heading virtual. Kelly Hinseth has more next.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
Years fly by. Your retirement date keeps getting closer. Rather than spending another year worrying about retirement, get a second opinion on your financial strategy. Let us answer your questions and show you how tax reduction strategies can benefit your retirement. Go to MPPLFinancial.com to download our free tax reduction checklist. Then call MPPL Financial this week for a complimentary second opinion consultation. A second opinion could be your best 2020 financial investment.
My name is Dan Metcalf. I'm a general surgeon and a colorectal surgeon at Memorial Medical Center. I bring a new set of skills to Ashland, and some of what Ashland would allow me is a culture that is very patient-centered. That's a really important part of surgery or medicine in general, is really getting to know the people that you're taking care of. I get the joy of seeing patients every day and taking care of people every day and learning about their lives as well as fixing them.
Coming together makes us stronger. And Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year. It's time for the Toro Spring Sales Event. It's time to head to your local Toro dealer, where you can save up to $750 on select Toro Z-Masters, up to $600 on select Toro Time Cutters, and up to $500 on select Toro Grandstands and Titan HDs, plus special financing offers on brand new Toro equipment. Toro, count on it. For more info on great deals and financing offers, visit your local Toro dealer.
We know it can be scary when you're injured in an accident.
We know the insurance company can be unfair.
We know bills need to be paid.
But we also know what it takes to win.
We know what it takes to get our clients compensated.
And most importantly, we always fight to do the right thing for our community. Nicolay knows.
Nicolay knows.
Nicolay knows.
Nicolay knows injury law.
Nicolay Law, Duluth and Superior's award-winning injury, disability, and bankruptcy law firm.
Welcome back into sports. At this point in time, it's hard to speculate or even guess when we'll get to drop the puck again, when we'll get to have kickoff again, when we'll get to have sports again. But that hasn't really stopped NHL executives from spitballing ideas as to if the season ever does resume. According to a report first made by Elliot Friedman of Sportsnet, one location for remaining games if the season ever does return is, wait for it, Grand Forks, North Dakota, more specifically, Ralph Engelstad Arena. It's certainly an impressive arena, but like I said, this is just an idea. No formal announcement has been made as of yet, and a cancellation of the season was not ruled out as an option either. Sticking with hockey, the Minnesota Wild are hosting an American Red Cross blood drive at the XL Energy Center this Wednesday, April 15th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The team announced it earlier today. Many blood drives have recently been canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but having a reliable supply of blood is essential during this time. Staff will be checking temperatures of all visitors, giving out hand sanitizer, social distancing, disinfecting surfaces, wearing gloves and masks, and using sterile collection sets and an aseptic scrub, according to organizers. And for a blood donation, each donor will receive an autographed Mikko Koivu canvas, an autographed Zach Parise canvas, a $20 hockey Lodge gift card, among other things. If you're interested to register, you can head to the Red Cross's website. The NFL draft is heading online. The draft was slated to take place April 23rd through the 25th in Las Vegas, and now the league says the 2020 draft will be fully virtual. Team personnel, for the most part, will be conducting their draft day duties from their homes via telephone and internet connections. The league says these guidelines will allow teams to comply with government directives and to model safe and appropriate health practices. The Vikings will pick 22nd and 25th in the first round, while the Packers will pick 30th. And in more NFL news, the NFL's all-decade team has been announced with 8 unanimous picks among the 52 players named to the roster. One of those unanimous spots shouldn't surprise anyone, especially Vikings fans. It's 6-time Super Bowl it's not. We'll get to that in a second. It's 6-time Super Bowl champ Tom Brady, the other quarterback chosen by the Pro Football Hall of Fame's 48-member selection committee, former Super Bowl MVP Aaron Rodgers. The other 7 unanimous picks are former Vikings running back Adrian Peterson, offensive lineman Joe Thomas and Marshall Yanda, defensive end J.J. Watt, tackle Aaron Donald, and linebacker Von Miller. And the 8th player was Ravens place kicker Justin Tucker. Finally, to end your night, here's a cute video of Steph Curry's 1-year-old son doing workouts with him.
Oh, you wanna run? Go. Push-ups. Let me see it. 1. Oh, that was only 1? You do the sit-ups. Do the sit-ups. All right, 1, 2. Good job. 3. Good job. Oh, okay. 4. Okay. You got push-ups? You good?
That is going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Choose to make a healthy difference in people's lives and join our team. Visit EssentiaCareers.org.
The nursing program at Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College is really challenging, but it has to be. It's approved by the Board of Nursing. And graduates here have been successfully passing the state board exam. They give you real-world experience with healthcare institutions across the community. I'm really glad I chose Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College.
Our shower was like 20 years old, and it was just in the worst condition. We had a new shower put in, and it was acrylic, and there's hardly any cleaning compared to the other one. We decided to call Bath Planet, and Wayne did contact us, and he made sure that it was a good time for us.
He came here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Job was done by 4 o'clock.
I'm so glad that we chose Bath Planet.
For a free estimate, call Bath Planet today at 218-228-0435.
Your work is your name. You live by it. At Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, we take our name, our work, just as seriously. John Deere excavators, skid steers, and loaders have the compact agility and big-time ability you need to finish the job. Comfortable, affordable, and backed by a 2-year, 2,000-hour full machine warranty. Standard. In-person service calls and parts delivery keep you work ready. Our techs are highly trained and incredibly knowledgeable. Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment. We make sure the work lives up to your name.
Hi, Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz here. During this unprecedented battle against the COVID-19 virus, I want to say how grateful I am for Minnesota's willingness to help one another. I also want to make sure that I say, continue to watch your local news stations. Local news and local newspapers are putting out facts and not fear, and that's what it's going to take to get through this together. If you need more information, please go to the Minnesota Department of Health website. Together, Minnesotans will defeat this and come out better on the other side. Thank you.
The coronavirus story continues to change, both around the world and here at home. We know you have questions and concerns. At Live Local CBS3, our focus is to keep you informed and up to date on the evolving COVID-19 virus story. We'll continue to talk to healthcare professionals to get the information you need to know. Focused on bringing you facts, not fear. That's our promise. We're Live Local CBS3. Local for a reason.
I chose a career that isn't easy, it's dangerous, and it's hard. Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College has set me up with everything I need to succeed. Through challenging classes, longer defensive tactics training, and instructors who work in the industry, Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College is setting me up for success.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
While an aquarium in Georgia is closed to human visitors amid the coronavirus outbreak, the Atlanta Humane Society took these adorable kittens to check out the fish. Their names are Nemo, Guppy, Marlin, Bubbles, and Dory. Oh, that is really cute.
They are cute. My goodness.
They are not up for adoption right now, but if you are interested in adopting a cat or kitten, you can check out your local shelter.
Who doesn't love a kitten, right?
Oh, that was cute.
It was. Caitlin, have the clouds and rain started to move in yet, or?
So we're not going to see the rain just yet, but the rain will come in Tuesday morning about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then by noon it'll move out, 53 degrees for the high. Wednesday, another milder day, but beyond the 7-day forecast, temperatures are going to be cooler.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.